What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe would be very helpful. So in this video we're just gonna go do some major damage like always. And let's go to the navigation board. Senna has some pretty hard high level people at level 40. Shadow, that's very strange. Level 40 to 40. Huh. That's a new one. Actually, all these say level 66, 35 to 40. I don't know why them are 40, 40, 60, 60. Let's see. I think them are because on them, or well, that one don't say it, but like on this one, you have judgment points, and I have 115, so I forgot what judgment points actually do. That's another judgment one. Now, if I'm not badly mistaken, I think this boss here is wickedly hard, and I faced her whenever I started this or started playing this game pretty much, and we pretty much failed. Like, I had a full squad of friends and we got dominated. We lost so bad. It's like nothing but like rockets just constantly hitting you, all that. But so we're gonna try and find a squad. Let's see. There's one on it, but I want to, like I said, I want to do a defense mission or a survival. But I love defense. Defense is just amazing. Okay, here's one, 30 to 40 starting out, and we can actually join squad, and I think we are. Okay, well, we're in this. Somebody's got the new, Octavia. Somebody has something over here. I had something about somebody right there. Let's see. Oh, that was the Helios. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna get Scarab Swarm. I'm gonna go all the way to 100 on that. And we're gonna put that on the enemy. Well, they're just gonna die. A lot of stuff up there at the top. I don't know what it is, but it's crazy looking, whatever it is. I'm gonna take these guys for a ride. They look like they was want one. So I probably won't be able to make a video tomorrow. I'm not really sure if I can or not. I'm having to go do something tomorrow, and I'm going to be gone all day out of town, so I don't know really when I'm going to get back. I know it's not going to be like super late getting back home, but it could be it'll be late enough that, you know, I'm not gonna have time to do one, and I'm not really wanting to do it. Because tomorrow is Saturday, and I'm not home on Sundays at all, so. We really need some help here, guys. I'm gonna have to devour somebody. We're actually gonna drag. Oh, I did not. I should have done that at the beginning. I'd really love to find, or you know, like find where I can suck the enemy dry and not get revived by my teammates. It does get a little bit aggravating when I do have that, you know, passive ability and I never can use it. Which, I guess I don't want to drop too much. I mean, at least my teammates are reviving me. Some people won't. No, it's not too hard, guys. But look at my energy. It is 400. That is a lot of energy. But then again, thanks to some kind soul the other day, I think it was actually the guy in the end of my video that I ran into during that last mission. I actually asked him if he had the mod that I'm looking for, the rage mod, and he did, and I happen to have a blind rage mod that, and they're not the same mod, and they don't do the same thing at all, but I already had one, and I happened to go on that vault run and unlock one, so I was pretty much set for a trade, which I was happy about. So I got the mod that I wanted, and everybody's happy. So I'm going to devour this guy here, and if you look at my meter bar up there, my health, or Sun Warframe's shield and health bar, I'm pretty much invincible when this appears how it is. So I'm pretty much, yep, well, I don't think I'm maxed out my health yet. Let's see. Not. Somebody killed him.
Reinforcements available.
Are these guys really gonna leave on 5 waves? You know, it's only a relic. Well, never mind. I was just gonna get back at the last second, but this ain't gonna be that hard. I don't know why they left after 5 waves. That's so stupid. We were dominating. Maybe they got what they wanted or something. I don't know. And maybe I'll turn out and I'll lose. Who knows? You never know with these. But I think honestly 5 waves against these enemies, they're not that hard. And with the, but anyways, with the rage mod that I finally picked up that I needed for this build, it basically what it does, because with Norris, like I said, no shield, so he's nothing but health. Well, all the damage that hits his health is, it converts into energy. So every time I get hit, bam, I'm in energy. So I'm doing good. And with the Naras, how that last ability goes, where I pretty much just, well, that's not who I wanted, but oh, okay, got him. I'm gonna put the sandstorm on it, and they stay like this. So I'm gonna max this all out where I have enough scarab. think it eventually comes off of them or something. I don't know. Not too sure, but right now I'm just getting health. And they just knocked me off the thing. Stupid idiot. Now I'm gonna have to just take them for a ride. Or, in this case, a spin. And this ain't the fun Ferris wheel either. So with these high level enemies, the sandstorm's not going to kill them. But you know, it wears them down really, really good if I keep it on long enough. And I mean, look at my energy where it is. It's already back to full health. I spent almost over half of my energy, you know, taking them guys out. Or actually, you know, doing this. And in no time, just like not even a minute, just a few seconds, I already went back to 400 energy, which is all my energy. So I mean, that's a really cool ability. And you see all the slash damage when they hit stuff in midair, which maybe if I get close right here enough, they can just hit down and collect all that slash. Maybe they'll die. Which I'm not building any health off of this whatsoever. But if I do trap them in the storm or in devour, I can actually collect it. So if I do this, where's another guy at? Watch this. See my health bar? Like it's going up pretty rapidly with them in the sandstorm. So that's another trick if you play Warframe and you didn't know anything about Anaris, or you're getting Anaris finally, or you had Anaris for a while and you just haven't played them because you just ain't found the right build. And we still, okay, so 4,180 is, you know, our max health. That guy up there, I thought he was dead, but he actually glitched and got stuck in that pipe. Huh. He's been up there a while. Now, actually, one thing I do want to see, but I don't really want to take the chance at this stage when I'm just by myself. And I mean, it's not, I don't really have anything to lose, but honestly, I need more credits and stuff than anything. But I swear, I think Anaris takes damage from, like, I don't know. I think he takes damage from others. Or even like on defenses, I think he takes it from the chiropod. Because I know one day how I saw, or what at least what I saw was him, he shoots a beam and it sucks to, you know, to the enemy or whatever, but I don't know. It was really crazy, I'll tell you that. So that's kind of a good way to do this ability, because with Devour, what you can do, you can do Devour after you do the Scarab, and pretty much you can just trap them indefinitely. Because what it does is, Scarab Storm, I think it keeps them for, I don't know how long it keeps them for. It don't really tell you. It doesn't give you a time limit, but now Devour does give you a time. Like I have like 56 or whatever, or you know, that's pretty much what it gives me, a 46-second time limit. And now another thing that I was informed of by watching videos myself, any enemy that you devour if you finish up like, because teammates can finish or devour, you know, health themselves from these enemies that you put in devour, but if they finish the enemy before you do, like, you have to be the person that finishes the enemy, like, or to make them sand troops or whatever you want to call them, like sand clones or guards or henchmen. If you want to leave a comment below about that, whatever other word you can come up with. No, you don't really have to do that, but I mean, these guys are really easy, and I mean, I'm pretty much just gonna stay on, and I maxed out the mod. When the guy gave me the mod, I maxed it out immediately. Well, being in that case that I could not have enough credits and, you know, endo, which you have to have, but other than that. So here's another one. If you hold on square on the devour, you can actually draw them in. So I'm going to just get all my energy here. I'm going to do this actually. I'm going to suck. I'm going to put them guys. I'm going to just devour this guy and get all my, you know, health back from putting them in or putting scarab on them. And I'm getting health from them also, so I'm just going to kill this guy. Now I'm going to take him for another ride. For free, actually, you know. What are the odds of finding a nice guy like I am? So we actually can afford to waste the, oh, and I forgot, if you also kill an enemy, like when you put them in devour, obviously, and you activate sandstorm, you know, to, you know, take health. Also, if you kill them that way, they turn into sand guard helps or whatever. So, I mean, the Nars, as you can tell, I mean, these are pretty high level guys. I mean, 37 higher and whatnot. I mean, that's still pretty high for most players, and even sometimes they get difficult with certain Warframes. I mean, not all Warframes can take a lot of punishment, but it just happens that with, you know, the kind of powers that I have, and just the passive alone, I mean, the passive is going to hurt you a little bit if you know, basically if you don't find like a lower level troop, you know, like if you do it on these, okay, the enemy on here are Grenadier, so if you do it on like even the troopers maybe, or the Hyena Master, or Hyuka Master, sorry, Elite Lancers, like stuff like that, it's gonna take you a while to take their help. That's basically what I'm saying. So you want to kind of pick the lower ones, like, you know, the ones that'll, how would you say it? Pick like the ones that'll use their claws to get you, not the bigger ones. Like I think the gunners have claws that can get you also. I could be wrong about that, but it's just like the little butcher. I think they're female or whatever, but so we're just gonna take them for another free ride because they're getting a little aggravating. But I mean, look at my health from all them enemy where they were and all that. I mean, and actually I can do this even though I don't need the health, I can just do this. I'm gonna go back to 100. And I mean, Scarab Swarm does take a little bit of your health, but actually a lot of your health. But I mean, it's kind of worth it when you can basically see right here. Now, let's see. If you actually get the dogs, you can. That's probably even better. But you have to take basically pretty much all health from all the enemies. I mean, look at how far that reach was to grab that enemy. That was a very, very far reach. So we're gonna just trap him in the devour. So we got 40-something seconds on him. We're gonna do Scarab, where that's gonna happen. We're gonna put all these guys in the devour, pretty much. And then look at that, and the people we killed, you can see the blue dots appear on the map, turned into our allies. So we're just pretty much going to sit here. I'm actually going to just use it until I kill them. And if I run out of energy, no sweat. Because like I said, the rage ability, or the mod, is just the perfect combo for Anaris. I mean, it's pretty much, it's just pretty much senseless to put another mod in its place, because when Anaris is all shield, I'll tell you, I think I told you in another video, but just to restate, never put a shield mod on Anaris. You're wasting your mod slot. You're just wasting time. I mean, you're gonna just make it worse on yourself, because when you have, no shield, there's no point of putting it on a shield. It's like when you, how can I say it? Like if your Warframe's like a weak Warframe and you're putting like an armor type mod on it or something like that, there is no use of doing that. It's just a bad idea. It don't make sense. It's like if you have like say your character does fire, and I know mods on here sometimes can help you in them ways, but like most of the time it's not like, oh, if it's a fire Warframe it's gonna, which you can do all that stuff, I'm pretty sure, but you get what I'm saying. So rage it helps tremendously a lot. It's just unbelievable, because like I can sit here all day, even though, like I said, because I'm health. But okay, I'll talk about that is the ones you probably want to go after when you die. So, but anyways, the rage mod, it's just unbelievable, because when you take all this damage, you get energy. Like look at my energy, and when you got enemies that are like this high in the level, that's gonna basically kill you in no time. They're high level enemies, so they're doing a lot of damage. So I'm pretty much, I got health. Look, all my health. I went from 100 to 400, no time. And do this. I keep forgetting. That's the problem. You're in the middle of battle, and that does get a little bit annoying. Kind of comes because it takes like 20 or 25. I think 25, yeah. Takes 25 of your health, or 25 of your Scarab armor. Now that's another thing. With the scarab armor, you could keep it all the time. So I'm just gonna feed on this enemy being that I already did. Go ahead and feed on this other enemy. Let's do this. I mean, look at this. This high level of enemy, no problem. And all these other guys left. Which I'm actually, I'm actually kind of happy because can actually be able to talk or even show any of his abilities properly, how I would want him to. So it actually pretty much worked out. So I wanted to do a video all by myself, where I'm doing it by myself, and I could do the abilities because I cannot have time do my abilities proper the way I want it to. So, and this is another way. The first ability, I don't use it too much, but it basically blinds them. And what you can do, you can hit them, do special ability, and you kill them, you get health. So let's try and get to, okay. So we're just using, okay, now I ran out of ability, no. But I mean, time they'd start shooting me off, I'd go up, I'm gonna let this guy shoot at me. Now I can do this. Which I don't know if it stops when Devour actually stops on them. Even in here, if it is stopping actually. Okay, yeah, it does. So once that timer goes off, and even if they're in the sandstorm, when that timer goes off, it's gonna shut down. So we're just gonna let them down. I'm just gonna kill them. We've been messing with his abilities more than I have actually using my weapons. It's not a bad thing, but taking more time. But it's just showing the awesomeness and basically the powerful, the power of an artist. And I think even when we use this ability, I think what it does is, I'm trying to think, I think if you use desiccation, or what's that called, desiccation, desiccation, that it actually might, when you put on sandstorm, I think it actually can take basically their health also. They're just going to drain their health that way, and they're still going to be locked in the scarab and all that. Even though we have scarab, when we get more scarab armor, which I think all these are pretty much the last guys. just gonna devour this poor little cat, or whatever how you can call it. I didn't tell you to get out of here. Slug you away. Let's finish all this poor little cat. Well, I don't reckon we can. I'm just gonna do that. The poor thing, he suffered enough, you know. He's actually, you know. So I just killed a level 40 enemy and one little thing. So I'm just gonna do desiccation all over. And actually, I think that is killing them. It does do damage. This does. So we're doing a little testing. How many times it takes the scarab and all that good stuff to kill them. So there's one guy left. Huh. There's a lot more. Huh. I'm just gonna devour this guy. I kind of need the help. Just making all kinds of friends. So we're devouring him pretty quickly. I'm doing a very I think my guys also, you know, shooting them, so. I'm gonna try and devour these guys and see. They might actually have to, you know, eventually wear out and die before the round ends. And I don't know what the limits on them. They probably, you know, they die in a few seconds if they ain't already dead. We still got another guy over here, huh? Where's he at? Down here. Oh wow. Poor hyena cat is actually gonna do this hopefully. And pretty much killing them. Oh, I forgot you actually cannot devour one of them. So we kind of played ourselves on trying to see what happens if we devour an enemy and they come an ally. They're the last ones.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
Which I'm actually happy. I got, you know, pretty decent amount of credits. I mean, it's not a lot, but it does the job pretty much. And then Endo, it's another thing they did in the update, but so I don't know the whole story on it, but it's kind of sort of hard to get. So before I end the video, I'm going to show you the mods that I put on, so my build, And I just basically took this after one other guy's build, and I pretty much use most of these, I use most of these mods regardless. But so I use energy siphon, does 0.6 energy rate. So say I didn't even have the rage mod, which this is the rage mod. It converts 40 max 40% of damage on health to energy. So that's how I get so much energy, and all them enemies, especially as high level as they are. And I don't know if that has anything to do with it, which I assume it is, because it's damage on the health. So if if a guy does like 60 damage by himself, and you times that by 4, but that's what Rage does. But Energy Siphon's my AR mod, and it basically just regenerates energy for me. So if I didn't have the Rage mod, I would get energy. It'd be real slow, But anyways, Prime Flow, energy's max. So I'm not maxed this mod out. It's got one more, but I just can't afford it. And primed mods, which is better mods, because actually here's a maxed regular flow. It only does 100. It only goes up to 150% energy max. This can go up to maybe I don't really know what it gets. Maybe 300. I could be wrong. But I have one more, little thing to actually. Let me see if it actually will tell me. So you fuse it. Okay, 275. It'd go up another 25 more in energy. So it'd be max rank. Right now it's at rank 9. And actually looking at this, that's not what I'm gonna do. But anyways, when I click on it and say fuse or fusion, at the far right, if you didn't see it, it shows the credits that it costs and the endo that it costs. And it's like 20,000 endo, and I'm only at like I'm only at like maybe 80 or something around there, or maybe a couple hundred. Nowhere's near it. Constitution, 40% faster knockdown recovery, 28% ability duration. Streamline, 30% ability efficiency. Overextended. Okay, some mods they do plus, positive and a positive. Some do a positive and a negative. So this actually gives me 90% ability range, but on ability strength it's negative 60%. So you gotta look out for that kinds of stuff on certain things, or you're gonna you can mess up your build. Vitality, it's not maxed out yet, but it's another now Vitality, it's a health mod, so this is only going to help you a lot more. So let's see. Okay, look at the top left. It says capacity, and then under is armor, engine, health. I'm at, like I said, 4,180. Let me remove that. Bam, that's 2,000. And I mean, the mod's not completely maxed out, but I mean, look at that. 4,180 to 2,200. So that's a lot. That basically just cut his health right in half, and that's not good when he's he's nothing but health. Now here is a redirection mod. Redirection is a shield capacity, and I could put this on here. Well, actually I can't because of the polarity. Well, I guess it's just the ranking of it's too much. So because I'm almost one rank to rank it all out. But where is vitality at? Some people use vigor, and this is another one that just ain't worth doing. Um, it's still, it don't, I mean, the health, it gives you shield, so, and you don't need shield. At least I'm pretty sure that's what it does. It says show capacity. Actually, that might not mean it is shield though. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure with it, but it to me, it does give you, the health, but vitality, which now here's the blind rage. Blind rage totally different. This 54% ability strength, negative 30% ability efficiency. So that's what that does. Intensify, that's ability strength. That could actually cut that overextended the negative negative 60% ability strength. I could cut that in half, so you'd have a little bit more strength, but so we're gonna remove that. Here's my vitality now, all the way at the end. So, and you can see there I actually have rank 9 to go to, and then max rank. And I'm still not sure. I don't think I can do anything yet whatsoever. So all these are maxed out except the prime flow, prime continuity, and vitality. Vitality is going to be the cheaper one. So right there on the right it tells you I have the credits, but I don't have the endo. My endo, I have 939 endo at the very top right. So, and at max it does 440%. Drain, I'm not really sure. I don't know what the drain does, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not really sure about what it drains. It drains 2 more of something. Maybe it's capacity? I couldn't tell you. But the prime flow and prime mods, they are, even when you go to trade them, their value is just higher than any other mod. If you're trading a mod, selling a mod, it's, trust me, it's just everything about, you thought the Endo 2000 was great. Let me click on this again. Go one up. Look at the Endo. It cost 20,000. And let me go back, because I could be wrong, but I'm going to go back to this mod and click. See, only 7,000 to get it to max rank. But, because like I said, this is a prime mod. Prime's always better. But then you got, your mods are classified in different things. And you think, oh man, because the vitality mod, that's actually easy pickup. And, like the color, background color, like it's like a bronze color. That means it's, they call it, let me see, where is it? The rank, I guess, maybe. Or the top. Or I think it might be even rarity. But it's pretty common. It's a very common mod. And the color that gives it away. And then orange is I think the second best. Let's see. Blue's the next best. But that's how that goes. But anyway, so I can't really max them out yet. And if you look at my capacity, I only have 1 out of 74, so I can't do anything. Actually, I can. So let's see. I don't know if I can form them. Put a form on them. Like if you press down R3 on your right analog stick, you can polarize. You can swap polarities. You can put working reactors on them, which I think you can only do it one time. So, and I have. That's why I can go to 74 capacity. But you have to put formulas. So polarization. You add and modify the polarity of a slot. So, okay, I'm gonna get. just don't pay attention down there. But like, look at my build. If you see where it says the numbers like 13, and it's got like a little symbol beside it. The symbol beside the number is the polarity. So most Warframes, they have certain polarities already on the slots, when they're vacant. So usually you want to put, you always put a mod that has the same polarity. Now this is something when I started and people were mentioning that helped me out and became friends with, I could not wrap my head around it whatsoever. It went over my head. But you eventually get the knowledge of the game, and you finally you grasp an understanding of what it does and what it is. So that's pretty much, you just want to match it, and if you match it, what it does is basically, I don't know if I don't really want to keep removing mods because it's hard to find them, or it takes too much time to find them. But basically, you see, okay, most of these mods are like dashes, like like there's 4 of them that are dashes. So like the capacity is taken up as 13. But if I put if I go to the actions here, polarize, and they cost formas. So you have to go build a forma, which look like the thing in the center of them singular polarity symbols. It looks like a little puzzle piece. And you build them. They take like 24 hours to build by themselves, and you have to wait till each build. It does take time to build stuff in this game. It is aggravating, but it keeps you playing, and that's basically why they do that. So you build them. I have 2. It only requires 1 for each polarization. But the thing is, and it's always good where they do this in a way, but if you polarize a slot, it basically, when you form your Warframe, it starts you over to 0, rank 0. So then you gotta build your Warframe all the way back up 30, put your mods on there, maybe, max some out, or, like this, my Prime Continuity on the left there, it's only about halfway ranked up. So if you forma, you go back down the rank, or you have to go back up and do the ranks all over. So if you do that, fair warning, because I've done it and then restarted, and I have no flipping clue on what happened. And then when somebody told me what happened, I was like, oh, okay. So there is prices to pay on certain things. So you gotta watch out for that, guys. But that's pretty much it for this video, and I mean, I hope that that helped you a lot on the build. Like I said, which actually I'm gonna show you. I don't like doing it, but I might as well get it over with because I need the form of my build. So let me hit polarize, and this here auto install, you can do this action. Like, I'm gonna do this. And you do have 3 different configurations, so you can have other builds. So, but we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do plot auto installation. So it's gonna do that. I don't know if I think they do it where they apply what's best, maybe. And I mean, I could be wrong. So Let me do this again. So it's just going to put the same things over, I guess. Okay. But, yeah, let me put a form on it. So we're going to pick, let's see. We're gonna put this one on here, and now to apply or to put it on there, you put X. So I'm just gonna check the mod. Okay, it's a dash, because you can mess up, and you don't really want to mess up actually. But there's the symbols though for them. You have that symbol, you have this one, that one, that one. So we're going to press square, apply it. It even tells you apply the new slot polarity will expand a format and reset this item to unranked. Are you sure? Yes. So when it does this, I'm going to hit OK. You're going to see a big change. That's going to happen. You can look under the name, says unranked. Going to go back to upgrade. Bam. That's all that's left. It took most of my mods away because that's what happened. So we're actually, let me see something here. I doubt I can do it, but let's see. Let's see, 1 out of 30. And I think it also, the capacity increases if you upgrade your, Warframe back up. And I could be wrong. I might, because it already says I put a working reactor installed, and I know I have working reactors. So, but yeah. So, and swap polarity. Next list slot must be. I don't reckon it's. Okay, that's all it does. Used to, you didn't have to do that, but I don't need to mess with it. And the last thing, as far as mods go, like on your weapons. Now, I actually, when I had no idea what I was doing, this is what happened. I'm pretty much stuck for life. I could go, which I don't know if, yeah. I think once you forma stuff and put polarity things, which I might could actually change it. When I played this game and I messed, my Tigers up, because that's a lot of damage if you look over there, and this is that's the base model, and it could be so much better, but I screwed my polarities up, which I might can go back and change. I basically had a help from a friend, and actually he's the one that fell in love with this gun. Don't like shotguns too much, because I'm more of a rifle, automatic, or sniper type. Sniper, I've mentioned, I don't care for sniping in this game, but like the assault rifles and stuff like that. But this shotgun, it's amazing, and it's at the base. I can build Tiger's Prime, but I can't right now because I have to be a mastery rank. Like, it's my mastery rank. It needs to be like 12 or 13, something like that, and I'm only like rank 8, and it does take a while. Used to, you could just buy, junk weapons, go to this place called Draco, and you could just level up anything super quick in just a couple rounds. But then when the update came out, they changed it, so now people can't, rank up as fast, and which is kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. And so it is more challenging, a little bit annoying for the master rank, because it does, like I said, take you a long time to do it, especially without that now. So until that day comes, I can't have a Tiger's Prime. I hate it. Sucks because I really want it. But I might actually could fix this up and, you know, actually fit one more mod on there like it should have been, because you can actually change polarities. But I don't know. I'd have to see how that is. And one other thing before I go this time, with weapon mods, things like this, like cold, this is the damage it does is cold. This does toxin and has status chance. This has damage plus heat. This has got a multi-shot damage. This does slash damage. That does heat damage. But each one, like when you put mods at a certain spot, like beside another mod, it does something. Like it might do toxic damage or blast damage, like heat and cold. So this and that make blast, and with blast it does 13,860 damage. And let's see, I think that's the only thing I have that are two elements that make that, but I mean, that's crazy off the chart damage. So it does the job, and I like it. But that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Hopefully I didn't bore you too much to death, and hopefully I can get, I only have 15 plat. 15 plat, like I said, is the harder currency to get in this game. You have to do selling and trade. You're not going to get certain things. Like, I kind of like this helmet, and I like this one. So this is his regular one he comes with, but you can buy these two for 75 plat a piece, or if I can get a you know, discount thing, because you get rewards for being on like all day or something like that. So, and sometimes you get like discounts, but even with them, you still, you know, you gotta have pretty good amount of plat, and plat ain't easy to come by. But so that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. Please get us to that 10,000 view mark. It'd be really very helpful. And there's going to be more videos to come. Hopefully in the near future I can get a, you know, near a GoPro for vlogs. But till then, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and have a nice day.